So today we will discuss equivalent matrices. What do you mean by equivalent? You write the notation like just A is equivalent to B. Sometimes A is row equivalent to B, and sometimes A is column equivalent to B. As we have discussed the elementary row operations, what are the elementary row operations? I'll just state this. Elementary operations, one can exchange. You tell me what kind of operations I should use, which is better for you, that operations I can use. The second elementary row operation is, this row is multiplied. Scalar multiple, but lambda has to be non-zero. And here another notation of this is also. These notations are same. And on ith row, suppose I want to add the scalar multiple of jth row. This is represented like this also. The first row, this row's operation is done, and lambda is multiplied to this row, and addition is done like this. So which operations you are convenient to write? Either first one or second one. What we use, we can use both of these, but to understand which is easier for you, either first column or second column. Here after that notices we can apply. I think these are the better operations to use. So I am writing the definition of row equivalent matrix. This is very simple definition that you can understand. Row equivalent. Suppose matrix A is there. Suppose you have given matrix A, and suppose you are obtaining matrix B by applying certain finite number of elementary row operations only. You apply these operations, you apply these operations, any of these three types, but in succession. The matrix B is obtained from A. This matrix B is obtained from A in succession, म्हणजे continuous. काय? Only elementary row operations. फक्त elementary row operations apply केले. तर या ठिकाणी A is row equivalent to B. फक्त आणि फक्त elementary row operations apply केले. If you are going to apply only elementary row operations on A and B is obtained, then this A is said to be equivalent to B. But it is, if only row elementary operations apply, then it is called row equivalent matrix. Got it? No column operations applied here. If matrix B is obtained from A in succession of finite elementary row operations only, then the obtained matrix B is said to be row equivalent B. So what is the characteristic of this matrix? The order of A and order of B are same. The rank of this matrix and rank of this matrix are same. Their ranks are also same. So advantage of this is that, suppose you have given matrix A and you have to find rank of this matrix. We cannot look out the highest non-zero or minor of order R, but we can apply elementary row operations and we get B, and as many zero here, so that we can easily pick out the highest order non-zero minor, and we can decide what is the rank of this matrix. That is the purpose behind this. So we can make note, the row equivalent matrices have same rank and same order. Order बदलत नाही आणि rank पण बदलत नाही. याची जी rank असेल तीच याची rank असेल. म्हणून आपण मॅट्रिक्सचे प्रत्येक मायनर कॅल्क्युलेट न करता ए मॅट्रिक्स मध्ये कसे जास्तीत जास्त झिरो एंट्रीज करता येतील, एलिमेंटरी ऑपरेशन्स अप्लाय करून हा बी मिळत असेल, आणि बी ची रँक आपल्याला कळाली, जी रँक बी ची असेल तीच रँक काय असेल, ए ची असेल. अशा ठिकाणी रो इक्विव्हॅलेंट हा कन्सेप्ट आपण अप्लाय करू शकतो. ओनली थिंग इज दॅट A is row equivalent to B means what? The matrix B is obtained from A. This matrix B is obtained from A by finite in succession, continuous. In succession of finite elementary row operations only. Elementary row operations only. Then A is said to be row equivalent to B, or B is said to be row equivalent to A. So this is row equivalent concept. Next, column equivalent. Similarly, we can define column equivalent. What are the column elementary operations? We can exchange any two columns. Other notation. We can multiply by non-zero scalars. Otherwise, by multiplying 0, everybody will get 0. And we cannot pick out highest order non-zero minor. And third operations on ith column plus lambda times jth column, it will be denoted by Cij lambda. Any notation you can apply. These are the column elementary operations. If a matrix, on matrix A, if you apply in succession finite number of these operations, suppose actions first two columns, actions second, third columns, multiply by some scalars, and you obtain matrix B, it is called column equivalent matrix B. Only column elementary operations are applied. Only column elementary operations are applied. A matrix A is said to be column equivalent to matrix B if B is obtained from A. This B is obtained from A by applying in succession a finite number of elementary column operations only. On a matrix A. In that case, we write that A is column equivalent to B. This is just notation of equivalent. If I write R here, that means that only elementary row operations are applied. If I write C there, that means only elementary column operations are applied. And here also keep in mind that the column equivalent matrices will have same order and same rank. H order and B order मध्ये बदल पडणार नाही आणि rank मध्ये सुद्धा काही change होणार नाही कारण elementary operations do not alter the rank. We have seen the result. This is about column equivalent, and then I will define equivalent matrix. Guess what will be the definition of this? Equivalent matrix means one can apply elementary row as well as column operations. There is no row and column separation. The mixed type of operations. Two matrices A and B are called equivalent if the one matrix is obtained from other by applying in succession of finite elementary operations. There are total 6 elementary operations. 3 are row elementary operations and 3 are column elementary operations. And here we just call equivalence. Now don't write A or B, A are equivalent to B or A column equivalent to B. One can apply समजा A matrix वरती C1 2 operations apply केलं B मिळालं. B या matrix मध्ये आपण याला असं equivalent करू. पुन्हा याच्यावरती R32 असं ऑपरेशन्स केलं R23 याच्यावर आपल्याला C मिळालं. म्हणजे एक फिक्स टाइपचं कॉलम किंवा फिक्स टाइपचं रो नाही, कोणताही एलिमेंटरी सहा ऑपरेशन्स अप्लाय केलं म्हणजे एव्हरी रो इक्विव्हॅलेंट इज आल्सो इक्विव्हॅलेंट मॅट्रिक्स and column equivalent is also column equivalent matrix. But equivalent matrix doesn't mean that it is row equivalent or column equivalent, because in the equivalent matrix we are applying to 6 types of operations. There is no fixed elementary row or elementary column operations. All 6 operations can be applied in succession on matrix A, so that will get obtained matrix B. So it is just written as A equivalent B. It is not equal to, because matrices are different. It is just A equivalent B. So what concept we are studying? A is row equivalent to B. A is column equivalent to B. We only apply elementary row operations here. We only apply elementary column operations here. And here both row and columns are applied. That's why no need to write RNC. That is called equivalent matrix. And in all the cases, the equivalent matrix have either it is row or column or just equivalent. They have same order and same rank. They have same order and same rank. And what is the use of this equivalent concept that we see in the next topic, that is working procedure for finding the rank using elementary operations. This method also we are not going to apply to find the rank of matrix. Later on which method, that is row echelon form matrix, that method is applied to find rank of matrix. But for the sake of knowledge, we'll write working procedure for finding rank using elementary operations. Using elementary operations. आता आपण एक theorem पाहिला होता in the previous class. The elementary operations do not change the rank of matrix. So what kind of elementary operations you want to apply, you can apply it. Whatever kind of operations you want to apply, you can apply it from matrix A. But what you have to do, समजा A matrix कडे पाहिल्यानंतर समजा 4x4 matrix order. For example, I will take and explain this in this example. Find the rank of matrix. Find rank of matrix. What are the entries? 1, 2, 3, 6, 2, 4, 2, 8, 3, 3, 1, 7, 0, 2, 3, 5. आता आपण earlier method कडे पाहिलं तर minor of there is only one minor of order 4, that is determinant A. To calculate determinant A will take time, but if you apply elementary row operations and try to make maximum 0 here, you may get one row 0 or one column 0 here. That we will see. So find the rank of this matrix A, and we know that if you apply elementary row operations, elementary column operations, or just elementary operations on A, and if you obtain matrix B such that as much as possible 0 are there. या बी मध्ये याच्यावरून इक्विव्हॅलेंट मॅट्रिक्स बी असा फाइंड करायचं की जास्तीत जास्त 0 कसे येतील, डायगोनल कसा येईल, ट्रायंग्युलर कसा येईल, या फॉर्म मध्ये आपण करायचा प्रयत्न करू. आणि जेणेकरून आपल्याला हायेस्ट नॉन झिरो मायनर ऑफ ऑर्डर 4 असेल किंवा 3 असेल किंवा 2 असेल तो आपल्याला क्लिअर कट त्या ठिकाणी दिसेल आणि आपल्याला त्या मॅट्रिक्सची रँक सांगता येईल. असा यूज त्या ठिकाणी आहे, अशी वर्किंग प्रोसिजर त्या ठिकाणी आहे. ओके, आय विल राइट मॅट्रिक्स ए हियर. 1 2 3 6 2 4 2 8 3 3 1 7 0 2 3 4. ओके, आता आपण ऑब्झर्व करूयात. मी आणि तुम्हाला सोल्युशन दिलं याचं ऍक्च्युअली, पण आपण ऑब्झर्व केलं तर या तिघांची बेरीज काय येते, शेवटचा रो येतो. आणि ते नेक्स्ट टाइप ऑपरेशन न करता मी या ठिकाणी आता हा 1 आहे, या 1 च्या खाली कसे 0 अंतर मी ते पाहतो. हाऊ 0 कॅन बी ऑब्टेन फ्रॉम बाय युजिंग दिस 1. सो सेकंड रो वरती 0 करण्यासाठी काय करावं लागेल मला, सेकंड रो मधनं 2 टाइम्स फर्स्ट रो मायनस 2 आणि थर्ड रो वरती काय करावं लागेल. आता हे थर्ड रो मध्ये आपण फर्स्ट रो ह्या ऑपरेशन मध्ये फर्स्ट रो मध्ये काही बदल होत नाही. देयर इज नो चेंज इन द फर्स्ट रो. दॅट्स वाय सायमल्टेनियस वी कॅन अप्लाय दिस ऑपरेशन. इफ वरचं ऑपरेशन मध्ये समजा तुम्ही इथं R2 वापरायला गेलात, इथं R2 वापरायला गेला ना R2 बदलत असेल तर तुमचं ती पद्धत चुकीची राहील ना. R1 या ठिकाणी R1 बदल होता कामा नाही कोणताच. R1 फिक्स राहणार आहे. खालच्या तिन्ही मध्ये आपण चेंज करतोय. R3 minus 3 times R1. There is no change in R1 in these two operations, and R4 minus 6 times R1. Now I write equivalence matrix. At present this is row equivalent, but at last step I mentioned that if any kind of operation is applied, then it is just equivalence notation used. At last, if you use only row elementary operations, then you write row equivalent. Somebody may apply in the first step row elementary operations, then somebody may apply column elementary operations, somebody again apply row elementary. It's a mixed type केलं तर त्या ठिकाणी फक्त equivalence notation लिहायचं, म्हणून मी ते equivalence दिला. If you are going to apply only row equivalent matrix, then you just put R on that tilde sign. This is tilde sign. It is just A row equivalent to B. असा अर्थ आपण या ठिकाणी त्याला म्हणू शकतो. Forget about this. The entries you need to calculate. So we have done to make 0 here. आपण म्हटलंय की जास्तीत जास्त 0 आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी करायचे. या ठिकाणी काय आलं, ठीक आहे, इथंही 0 आलेला आहे. इथं काय येईल -3. हे कॅल्क्युलेशन्स मी ऑलरेडी केलेले आहेत. -4 -8 3 -4 -11 5. ओके, आणखी आपण 0 करू शकतो या ठिकाणी. 0 कसा करू शकतो आपण, आता हा -4 आणि हा सारखाच आहे, तर मी असं म्हणू शकतो की R4 मधनं R3 ला मायनस करा. सध्या मी एलिमेंटरी ऑपरेशन्स अप्लाय केलं इथं सुद्धा. 1 2 3 0 0 0 -3 2 नो चेंज हियर. 0 -4 -8 3. इथं काय आता 0 4 -4 -4 plus 4 -11 plus -11 plus 8, that is -3, and 5 -3, that is 2. आता आपण ऑब्झर्व करूयात, इथं दुसरा आणि शेवटचा कॉलम सारखा आहे, तर शेवटचा कॉलम या ठिकाणी आपण 0 करू शकतो. लास्ट कॉलम वी कॅन मेक 0. काय करणार या ठिकाणी आता, व्हॉट आय कॅन डू हियर,
R4 changes R4 minus R2.
R4 changes as R4 minus R2. Very good. So I'll write this as 1 2 3 0 0 0 -3 2. There is no change in other row, only changing row is R4. So 0 0 0 0. Can you get some answer here? या ठिकाणी काय आन्सर मिळू शकतो का आपल्याला? ठीक आहे, आणखी आपण 0 करू शकतो या ठिकाणी. आता कॉलम ऑपरेशन्स आपण अप्लाय केलेलं नाही या ठिकाणी. मी काय करू शकतो, हा 1 चा वापर करून इथं 0 करू शकतो आणि इथं 0 करू शकतो या 1 चा वापर करून. म्हणजे सेकंड कॉलम वरती सेकंड कॉलम मायनस 2 टाइम्स फर्स्ट कॉलम आणि द थर्ड कॉलम मायनस 3 times first column. There is no change in the first column. Change in the second column, that is only 0 here. Due to this 0, there is no change. Due to 0, no change. Due to 0, no change. 0 in the first column. 0, minus 3, minus 8, 0. 0, 2, 3, 0. आता हा आपल्याला बी मॅट्रिक्स मिळाला आहे. हा समजा बी मॅट्रिक्स मिळाला आहे. त्या मॅट्रिक्सचा डिटरमिनंट काय असेल? What is the determinant of this matrix? एखाद्या मॅट्रिक्सचा बी मॅट्रिक्सचा डिटरमिनंट काय असेल सांगा तुम्ही या ठिकाणी. एखाद्या मॅट्रिक्सचा रो हा जर 0 असेल
0
म्हणजे याची रँक 4 असेल का?
नाही, 4 पेक्षा कमी असेल.
4 पेक्षा कमी असणार आहे. आता या ठिकाणी रँक ऑफ ए आणि रँक ऑफ बी हे सारखेच असं आपण म्हटलेलं आहे, which is less than 4 since determinant b is 0 because this last row is 0. But can you find determinant of order 3 which is non-zero? Can you find determinant of order 3 which is non-zero? Since आता मी हा पहिला कॉलम असंच घेतो, शेवटचा रो ओढून टाकला तर हा आपल्याला घेता येणार नाही कुठेच. हा घेतला, समजा हा कॉलम घेतला मी, म्हणजे सेकंड कॉलम उडवला या ठिकाणी, किंवा सेकंड कॉलम ठेवला मी या ठिकाणी 0 0 -4 आणि आता शेवटचा कॉलम मी काय करतो 0 -3, शेवटचा कॉलम उडवला या ठिकाणी. त्याचा डिटरमिनंट काढला तर तो काय आता काय 1 into 0 -3 -4 8 which is non-zero. म्हणजे रँक ऑफ बी 3 आहे. There exists minor of order 3 which is non-zero, and every minor of order 4, there is only one minor of order 4, so every minor of order 4 is 0. So therefore rank of B is 3. Since A is equivalent to B implies rank of A, notationally it is rank of A, it is 3. अशा प्रकारे आपण रँक काढू शकतो. That is working procedure. So what is working procedure? I will just explain. We know that the rank of matrix remains unchanged by applying elementary operations, either row or column. So the elements of given matrix A, the elements of given matrix A are reduced by repeated applications of elementary operations, either row or column, till you get as many as 0 there. जास्तीत जास्त 0 केले तर आपण त्या ठिकाणी लार्जेस्ट नॉन झिरो मायनर ऑफ ऑर्डर आर एझिली पिक आउट करू शकतो, जसं आपण या ठिकाणी पिक आउट केलं या ठिकाणी 3 ऑर्डरचा. हाच एक आणखी एखादा सुद्धा काय असू शकतो, नॉन झिरो मायनर ऑफ ऑर्डर 3 राहू शकतो. आपल्याला कमीत कमी एक मायनर ऑफ ऑर्डर 3 नॉन झिरो घ्यायचा आहे आणि एव्हरी मायनर ऑफ ऑर्डर 4 इफ देअर. आता इथे एकच मायनर ऑफ ऑर्डर 4 आहे, तो काय 0 आहे, म्हणजे त्याची रँक 4 नाही आहे, 4 पेक्षा कमी आहे, म्हणजे याची रँक काय 3 आहे. ए आणि बी हे इक्विव्हॅलेंट मॅट्रिक्स आहेत because both type of operations are applied there. So this is the working procedure, but I also suggest you that don't apply this, just try to understand this, the concept of rank. We are going to apply here the element echelon form matrix, row echelon matrix. Next concept is row echelon. Row echelon matrix. A matrix of order n of order may not be square matrix of order m by n, that is A equal to Aij. There are m rows and n columns. Is said to be triangular type असणार आहे. Is पण triangular type exactly is said to be row echelon matrix if following conditions are satisfied. If following conditions are satisfied. Say, as per the row echelon matrix is concerned, you are going to apply only row elementary operations. Huh? Just keep in mind. Similarly, the column echelon matrix is also definition there. So, what are the conditions? Just I will explain it by example. I will write one matrix here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 5. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 3, 7, 0. हा मॅट्रिक्स आहे. हा रो इकॉलॉन फॉर्म मध्ये आहे. रो इकॉलॉन फॉर्म मध्ये काय असतं समजा, पहिला रो, दुसरा रो, तिसरा रो, चौथा रो. याची महत्वाची कंडिशन काय, जे जे रो 0 असतील ते बॉटमला आले पाहिजे मॅट्रिक्सच्या. जे जे रो 0 असतील ते मॅट्रिक्सच्या बॉटमला आले पाहिजे. नसतील तर एक्सचेंज ऑपरेशन करून बॉटमला टाकायचे. Those rows which are become 0, just put in the bottom of the matrix. That means all the non-zero rows appears in the top of the matrix. So number of non-zero rows are 3 here. So 3 rows are appears on the top of the matrix, first, second, third. म्हणजे याला असे म्हणू शकतो आपण, the non-zero rows of A are on the top of the matrix. The non-zero rows of A are on the top of the matrix. म्हणजे if A has R rows which are non-zero, then first row, second row, this will be the arrangement of that matrix, and R plus 1 will be the 0 row. Later on, everybody will be the 0 row if exists there, if there are. So this is your first condition. The पहिली condition लक्षात आली. Non-zero rows should be on the top of the matrix. Now, how to arrange these rows we'll see in the next step. The non-zero rows are appears in the top of the matrix, and whenever there are 0 rows, just you have to put in the bottom by applying exchange operations here. So this is first condition. What is second conditions? In each row, the first non-zero entry should be 1. So look at first row. This is the first non-zero entry, which is 1. This is the first non-zero entry, which is 1. This is the first non-zero entry. These are all the non-zero rows in which the first non-zero entry also there, but first non-zero entry has to be 1. The first non-zero entry has to be 1. These are called leading entries or leading ones. Leading entries or leading one. Notes मध्ये दिले तुम्हाला, हे तुम्ही लिहू शकता नंतर. These are called leading entry. रो ची leading entry म्हणजे काय, पहिली नॉन झिरो एंट्रीला leading entry म्हटलंय. त्याच्या अगोदर काय असेल तर ते 0 असेल, नसेल तर तो स्वतः असेल. जसं की इथं फर्स्ट रो पहा, पहिला एलिमेंट 1 आहे. इथं 1 आहे, फर्स्ट नॉन झिरो, हा 0 आहे, हा 0 आहे. This is the first non zero element which is 1. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, ha 0 hai, ha 0 hai, ha 0 hai. This is the first non-zero, and these are all zeros. So put that 0 in the bottom. And third and important condition, that these all ones are in increasing order. See, this is the position of 1. Next one should be the right hand side of above 1. Next one should appear to the right hand side of above 1 in the below row. If your 1 is like here, then it will not be in increasing order. It will be on left side of this. Complete right, strictly like right hand side. It should not be below also. जो काय पुढचा समजा 1 इथं आहे, the next one should be the right hand side of this one. Before that, everybody is 0. Whatever next one appears, it should be the right hand side of above 1. So that is third condition. The positions of leading ones are strictly increasing. You can see this position is strictly increasing. The position of leading ones are strictly increasing. And once you know the row equivalent matrix, the number of non-zero rows in that matrix is nothing but the rank of matrix. Somebody called row rank also, because only row elementary operations are applied here. So this is, any doubt in the row echelon form matrix? I will just repeat the definition again. Repeat करायची का? I will just give another example. Whenever I write, I should write non-zero entry to be 1. So 1, 2, 0, 1, 5. So this is the first leading one. Whatever leading one comes to the right hand side of this. So I have to put below that 1, 0, next 0, and suppose this is 1. So this is the first non-zero entry in the second column. So what next? Whatever comes here, the first leading one should be the after this. So I'll take here 1. So this is next leading one. And if there are any rows 0, we have to put everybody in the bottom, if there are any. So look at this. The 0 rows are put in the bottom. Non-zero rows are arranged in the top order such that the leading one has increasing position. Leading one has increasing position. And each non-zero element of the entry has to be 1. That is leading entry. So this B is also in echelon form. I will write another example of this. 1 minus 2 minus 1, 4. 0, 0, 1, 3. 0, 0, 1, 3. Then I put all rows as 0. Okay. So this is first leading one, this is second leading one. Somebody also called the number of leading one in the matrix is nothing but rank of that matrix. Number of non-zero rows in the echelon form, or these all ABC, whatever I have written, they are called row echelon form. So guess what is a column echelon form? How do I write column echelon form in the similar type? If A is row echelon form, then A transpose is column echelon form. That's it. And you can make a definition of this, the column echelon form. But we are not going to apply anywhere column echelon form. This is just for knowledge sake. Is there any doubt in row echelon form? Anybody from here? Bhumika Khandekar, Viraj Boyne. काही डाऊट असेल तर विचारू शकता. So column echelon form काय? If A is row echelon form, then A transpose is column echelon form. That's it. म्हणजे एखादा column echelon form केव्हा ठरवायचा जर त्याचा ट्रान्सपोज काय असेल, रो echelon form असेल. This is homework to write definition of this column echelon form. You can get from internet also. Write down the definition of column echelon form. At that case, only column elementary operations are applied. One more definitions to here. Reduced ठीक आधी रो लिहावं लागलं आपल्याला. row reduced echelon form, RREF. It is known as RREF, row reduced echelon form, and above is REF, that is row echelon form. What is the difference between that? The 4 conditions are always there. The first condition is that the non-zero rows of A are on the top of the matrix. Non-zero rows of A are on the top of the matrix. This is first condition. Second condition, the first non-zero entry in each row is 1. That is called leading one. In each row, समजा जो row non-zero त्याची पहिली entry 1 करायची किंवा 1 असली पाहिजे. And third, the position of this one is increasing. So beside this, fourth condition is that whenever there is leading one, in that column there is only one. Below and above all, everybody has to be 0. The matrix in row echelon form, म्हणजे ह्या 3 condition तर आहेच आहे. 3 condition आहेच. The matrix in row echelon form satisfying the following additional condition is called row reduced echelon form. So what is the fourth condition? Fourth condition is that each column which contains leading one, म्हणजे प्रत्येक कॉलम जो आहे ज्याच्यात leading one आहे तो त्या कॉलम मध्ये तेवढाच 1 असावा, बाकी सगळे 0 असावे. म्हणजे समजा आता वरचा हा रेड्यूस फॉर्म मध्ये नाहीये, पण हा leading one आहे, त्याच्या खाली आणि सर्व, आता हा leading one याच्या खाली आणि वर सर्व 0 आहे. इथं जर 0 असते तर हा रेड्यूस रो echelon फॉर्म म्हटलं असतं, आपण रो रेड्यूस echelon फॉर्म म्हटलं असतं. ज्या कॉलम मध्ये leading one आहे ना, त्या कॉलम मध्ये फक्त 1 एकटाच राहील, बाकी सगळे 0 असतील. ही चौथी कंडिशन आहे, त्याला आपण रो रेड्यूस echelon फॉर्म म्हणतो. एक्झाम्पल आता याच्यामध्ये आयडेंटिटी मॅट्रिक्स हे बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल आहे. म्हणजे 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1. Look at this. This is the leading one. Below that all 0. This is the leading one. Reduce row echelon forms example. Row reduce echelon forms हे example आहे identity matrix. And beside this, I can have another example also. By example, you can understand what is this. So this is the first leading one. The second leading one appears here. So everybody has to be 0 below and above. And third leading one appears here. So look at, there is 0 row in the bottom, 0 row in the bottom, means all the non-zero rows are on the top of the matrix. Each entry in each row is 1, non-zero entry is 1. They are appearing increasing order. And what is additional condition? Wherever leading ones appear, in that column there is only non-zero entry, that rest every entries are 0. Leading one च्या column मध्ये बाकीचे सर्व entry काय असेल 0 असेल. High row reduced echelon form. This is RREF form. That's it. आणि याचे आता आपण राईट चार्टचे डेफिनेशन करू शकतो या ठिकाणी. The number of non-zero rows in row reduced echelon form is called as the rank of that matrix, or it is defined to be row rank of the matrix. Attendance mark करा तुमची. I guess everybody got to the row echelon form matrix and reduced echelon form matrix. Row reduced. Reduced म्हणजे additional condition काय, जिथं leading one आहे तिथं त्या column मध्ये तेवढाच 1 असावा, बाकी सगळे 0 असावे. Next definition. Row rank. The number of non-zero rows, the number of non-zero rows in row echelon form of a matrix A. Matrix A असेल किंवा नसेल, पण A ला आपण तुम्ही कन्वर्ट करू शकतो. Matrix A is called row rank. Row rank of A. It is denoted by, keep this notation, ranks a row आणि row साठी AR. It is denoted by row rank of A. And every matrix is row equivalent to row echelon matrix, because we are going to apply only row elementary operations. Note that you can mention केली मी, every matrix is row equivalent to row echelon form. एखाद्या A matrix वरून row echelon form obtain करायचा असेल तर only row elementary operations apply केलेले. म्हणून प्रत्येक matrix हा काय म्हणू शकतो आपण, एखाद्या त्याच्या row equivalent form मधला equivalent matrix राहू शकतो. म्हणजे A हा matrix आहे आणि R हा matrix row echelon form चा आहे, तर हा row equivalent आहे असं आपण म्हणू शकतो. This is the note. Okay, let me go through this example. Reduce to row echelon form of the matrix. Reduce to row echelon form of the matrix A. 1 minus 2 minus 1 4, 2 minus 4, 2 minus 4 3 5, minus 1 2 6 minus 7. Okay, and also find rank of A. Also find rank of A. Let us discuss solution of this. I will write A again. At this present, A is equal to this. It is given. Is it row reduced echelon form? Can anybody tell me the given matrix? Is it row echelon form? No, it is not row echelon form. But we can convert this into by applying elementary row operations. Just we have to observe that first leading one. इथं leading one आणायचं. तर पहिला row आहे. पहिल्या row ची non-zero entry आपली काय असली पाहिजे? 1 असली पाहिजे. So this is there already. So with the help of this one, make below everybody 0. So what are the operations on R2? R2 minus 2 times R1. And on operation R3, R3 row will change. R3 plus R1. So what is equivalent matrix? Just do the calculations. 1 minus 1, 1 minus 2 minus 4. There is no change in first row, but changing are in the second and third row. So these operations are done because to make 0 here. So by doing this, we'll get these entries 5u minus 3, 5u minus 3. And we can observe that the second and third rows are same here. So third row is dependent on second row. We can eliminate that doing following operations. So what operations I will perform? Third row is subtracted from second row. So what we get? The first row, no change. 1 minus 2 minus 1, 4. 0, 0, 5 minus 3, 0, 0, 0, 0. Is it row echelon form? No. So look at this. 0 rows are in the bottom, non-zero rows are in the top. First non-zero entry is 1. But here first non-zero entry is not 1. So we have to make it 1 by applying elementary row operations. So I'll divide 5 to second row, and then it will becomes row echelon form matrix. Now look at all conditions. 0 rows appears in the bottom of the matrix. In each non-zero rows, the first one is appears. First non-zero one appears, and they are in increasing order. So which is row echelon, form. Which is row echelon form of A. How many non-zero rows are there? आणि हा row equivalent येता. हा matrix B का है? The matrix A is row equivalent to B. Only elementary row operations are applied. So what is the rank of B? Row rank of B is number of non-zero rows.